Hi, I'm Anna, and I'm going to talk a little bit about confidence at work and the feeling of kind of thinking that everyone else knows what they're doing and that you don't have a clue, and maybe you're going to be found out at some point and get fired. It's actually a really common feeling, especially if you're a bit younger, you don't have as much experience, or you're new in a workplace environment. And that feeling has a name. It's called imposter syndrome. This is when you doubt your abilities, even if you are really capable. You got into this role because people believed in you, but you start to think that maybe you've tricked someone into hiring you, that you've given them false reason to believe that you can actually do the job. And now you're in the role and you start to feel like an imposter. The truth is, most people have felt like this at some point, even people in really senior roles. When you start a new role, everything is new. So you're getting used to new language, new systems, new expectations. You're learning as you go, and making mistakes and asking questions is part of that. It doesn't mean that you're not capable, but it can make you feel really uncomfortable. The key thing to remember is that you're not expected to know everything. You're expected to come ready to learn, to be honest, to give it your best shot. And that's not the same as having to be perfect. And actually, if you are perfect, that's probably more uncommon. A few things that might help if you are feeling this way is, one, to acknowledge your wins. So there will be things that you're learning and that you're doing really well at, but we often focus on the bad things. Our brains are very good. I feel like a lot of us are wired to think about all the things that aren't going well. But actually, day in and day out, there'll be lots of small things to be proud of. So you could even write these down if that helps to kind of make your brain realise that you are great, and to start counteracting that negative self-talk. You could also ask questions and ask for feedback a lot, get into the habit of doing this. It doesn't show that you're incapable, it shows that you're engaged, that you're willing to learn and reflect. And these sorts of honest conversations also help build relationships with your team. And it makes other people feel like it's okay for them to ask questions as well. And it also helps you realise that, everyone is just human. We're not all in our boxes having the perfect answers, having the perfect life. We're all just muddling through together. And the final tip that I have is being kind to yourself. Starting a new role is scary and we won't be perfect, but that's fine. If you notice that you're being harsh on yourself, take a moment, step out, kind of let yourself it can feel really unnatural to be kind to ourselves. I know that when I first started learning about this, learning about self-compassion, it felt really weird and it felt really cringe, but now I'm in the habit of it. It's actually an amazing tool to have in our box to kind of help us get through difficult times. So this might look like stopping, noticing, okay, I'm having a thought which is not very kind. I'm actually okay. I'm great. It doesn't matter that I've made a mistake. I've got skills to bring. It's just talking to yourself in that way. It might help to think about, you wouldn't say a lot of the things that we say in our own head to a friend. So if we start treating ourselves as a friend, that can help not just in a work environment, but in many, many aspects of our life. So treat yourself kindly and know that it's normal to struggle with these things at the beginning of a new role. Good luck.